Alright, going to give two examples of what we talked about in class today via Zoom, and just making sure that you all have some understanding of how to create and use tables and columns. So first off, as we think about being able to use tables, I'm just going to grab a random size table. Things that you need to be able to make sure you know how to do. You'll notice that when I click inside the table, you get an extra set of menus up here, and so I can use these to add shading to areas. As you see, it's doing there. I can change colors, do whatever I need to that way once I make a choice. I can also come in here and once I've made a selection like this, I can right click, I can merge cells and do what I need to do that way in order to accomplish what's needed in the assignment. You know, just because you make whatever this was, a 2, 3, 4, 5, a 7 by 5, doesn't mean it has to stay that way, right? I can play around. I can even change the general looks of things up here in the design section. Some of that's pretty cool, and there are different, different looks you can use. Lots of great things that can go on that way. So mess around with that. I can certainly come back in here and resplit the cells. I tell it how that's going to happen, right? So I had a 2 by 2 there to begin with, so I can put it back to normal. So all of that's possible within here, and that's what's required of that first assignment. So I'm going to come back up here and get rid of that table. And then I just want to spend a minute talking about creating columns, right? And so, the essence of this in the beginning of this assignment, I don't necessarily want to just, talk about what you need to do for the assignment, because the general principles are, I can have something up here, and I'm just in a single column. I could center that, and then, now I'm going to go to layout and columns, and, I could just hit 2 right here, but now it's going to change the whole document, so I'm going to undo that. What works better is to come down here to more columns. I can say that I want to go 2 from this point forward, and now you'll notice that up here it's showing that I've got a column on this side and a column on this side, and now I can, just start doing whatever I need to do, and you notice it wraps back around after I'm done with when I hit the border of that column. So now if I want to come back in here and make another change, I'm going to come back here to columns again, go to more, maybe I want to go 3, and I'm going to go again this point forward. And so you notice that it's adjusted this because I had a little bit too much in that, and so it moved it over to both columns. But now you notice up top I've got 3. Right, so the key is to make the choice here and then make sure you're applying it to the correct part of your document. Maybe you want a document that's 3 columns all the way through, but maybe you want to just adjust things as you go, right, and make some adjustments. As I said in class, make it a little easier to read, adjust it a little bit. Maybe you're even going to put a table inside of a document to break it up, make it easier to read, especially as documents get longer. That can be important. So there's just a brief tutorial on how to work on those things.